All right, let's talk menswear. And hey, if you think it's all just suits and ties, well, you're in for a big surprise. We're about to peel back the layers on a story that's way more complex and, honestly, way more fascinating than you might think. You know, there's this popular idea out there, this myth, really, that men just aren't fashionable, that it's all about comfort and function. Well, in this explainer, we're going to bust that notion wide open. So, if it's not just about function, then what is it about? What's the real story here? What are the forces that have shaped the clothes men wear? And hey, what does it all tell us about, us? And to really get it, we've got to go back in time. Because the menswear we see all around us today, it didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no, it's the product of a whole century of some really massive social and cultural changes. All right, let's break this down. For the longest time, a guy's closet was, well, pretty simple. You had your dark suits, your white shirts, and that was about it. But then after World War II, things really started to shift. Guys wanted more downtime, more leisure, and that kicked off a real demand for sportswear and more casual stuff. Then boom, the 60s hit. You've got icons like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and suddenly, style is all about showing who you are, your individuality. Now, fast forward to the 70s and 80s, and corporate culture kind of doubles down on the suit as the professional uniform. But even then, by the end of the 80s, you start seeing Friday dressing pop up in the US, which was this first little crack in the armor, relaxing those super strict office rules. It was a hint of a much bigger change to come. You know, this whole evolution, this entire story, is perfectly summed up in the journey of one single item of clothing. An item that I'm willing to bet is in your closet right now. What do you think it is? Yep, it's denim jeans. I mean, think about it. They started out as super durable, practical work pants for gold miners in California back in the 1850s, and now they're everywhere. A totally universal fashion staple. That one transformation just shows you how far menswear has come from being purely about function. Okay, so with all that history in mind, let's take a look at the modern wardrobe. We're going to break down the essentials, the absolute foundational pieces of menswear today. And where do we start? Well, with the shirt, of course. It is so much more than just something to cover your torso. It's really the cornerstone of the whole wardrobe, a canvas for you to express yourself. And what's so cool about a classic men's shirt is that every little detail has a job to do. I mean, the collar is designed to frame your face. The cuffs, they add that little bit of polish. Even the way the fabric is cut across the shoulders, the yoke, can be done to make you look broader. It's all about these subtle, clever design choices. And the sheer variety is just huge. You've got your classic dress shirt, right? Light-colored, perfect for a suit and tie. Then there's the Oxford, a little more casual, but still crisp and put together. You want to go totally relaxed? You've got the Hawaiian shirt. And of course, the king of casual, the t-shirt. Seriously, there's a shirt for pretty much any situation you can think of. All right, let's move on down to trousers, and surprise, surprise, the variety continues. You have your super sharp dress trousers, often made from fine wools. Then you have things like baggy trousers that play with shape and volume. On the other end, you've got cargo pants, right? Inspired by military gear, all about function. And then there's the go-to for so many of us, the chino. Just a great casual staple. And this brings us to the suit, which is maybe the most versatile thing in a man's wardrobe. Think about it. A two-piece suit with a dress shirt and tie. That's your classic formal look. Want to kick it up a notch? Add a waistcoat, and now you're in three-piece territory, ready for anything. But here's the magic. Take that exact same suit, swap the shirt for a t-shirt or a turtleneck, bam, it's instantly sporty, casual, and cool. It's all about how you style it. All right, let's peel back another layer, shall we? Because it's not just about the cut of the clothes. There's this kind of hidden language being spoken in menswear, and it's all about color and fabric. So traditionally, menswear has stuck to a pretty specific color palette. You know, cool colors, blues, greens, and a lot of neutrals, like off-white, brown, and gray. These have long been seen as the quote-unquote masculine palette. Same goes for patterns, right? Plaids and stripes are the classic go-tos, whereas things like florals or dots have been perceived as more feminine. Now, it's really important to remember these are just historical perceptions, but they have had a huge influence on the look and feel of menswear for a long, long time. And then there's fabric. Fabric is, well, it's everything. The classics, cotton, linen, silk, wool, they're the backbone of it all. But what's really exciting is what's happening with modern tech. We're getting these new finishes that are turning fabrics into something amazing. They're lighter, they're softer, they're wrinkle-free, stain-resistant, even waterproof. It's this incredible blend of style and straight-up science. So, where is this all heading? Let's take all these ideas, the history, the colors, the fabrics, and see how they're playing out in the real world right now. And for that, we're going to zoom in on one of the most exciting, fastest growing menswear markets anywhere on the planet, India. So, what's driving this explosion? It's really two big things. People have more disposable income, and they're way more aware of different brands. And what's key here is that this isn't just happening in the huge megacities. It's happening in what are called Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities too. At the end of the day, it just means more people have more money to spend, and they're paying a lot more attention to style. And the market there is so unique. I mean, sure, you've got all the standard stuff, casual wear, formal wear, you name it. But what's really cool is this fusion of styles. You see garments like Jodhpur pants or Nehru jackets that just beautifully blend traditional Indian styles with Western cuts. It's not about choosing one over the other, it's about creating something totally new, this hybrid style that feels both modern and deeply connected to its roots. So that all brings us right back to the future, doesn't it? It's pretty clear menswear has gone from being this kind of rigid, uniform thing to a really diverse language for people to express who they are. And as our lives keep changing, how we work, how we hang out, our whole culture, our clothes are going to keep changing right along with us. So it really leaves you with one big question. What's the next chapter for menswear going to look like?